Hi everyone, I'm Allie. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the root chakra. This is the second video in our chakra series. Before we do that, before we dive into the root chakra, let's refresh our memory on what a chakra actually is. Remember, we pointed out that the word chakra is a Sanskrit word, and it means wheel. It's believed that these are energy centers, energy points within our body that spin. Now, some people believe that the chakras are in the body, within the body, and I actually read one article that said the chakras are without the body, front and back. I personally believe that the chakras encompass both. They're within the body, they're energy points, centers, but they also come out. And they're in front and back, and they're also aligned with our aura. That's a whole nother topic for another time. Okay, so chakras are wheels and energy centers within our body. When they are aligned and unblocked, they work optimally. Our life flows better, our emotions are better, our health is better. And so what we want to do is we want to focus on the different chakras and see where we may have imbalances, where we may have blockages, and begin to work on those things to better ourselves and to better our lives. Okay, I wrote some notes down. So I'm going to be referring to them so that I don't forget an important point. Okay, the name for the root chakra in Sanskrit, and I hope I don't butcher this pronunciation, it's spelled Muladhara. But when I went to do look at the pronunciation online, it doesn't sound like it's spelled, at least the last part of the word. So it's pronounced Muladhara. Muladhara. Okay, that's the Sanskrit word, and it means mula means root. Dharat means foundation or support, base, means the base. Okay, and the root chakra is your foundation. Now, as you think of a house, if you're building a house, you know how very important it is to get that foundation right. If the foundation is shoddy, if the foundation is inferior, then you know that your house is going to be inferior and you're going to have a lot of problems to pop up. Well, it's the same thing with the root chakra. It is our foundation. We want it to be stable. We want it to be grounded. We want it to be unblocked and healthy so that energy can flow. And if any of our chakras become blocked, it blocks the flow of energy. When the flow of energy, chi, prana, life force, is blocked, physical problems occur, emotional problems can occur, and things can go awry in our life. So it's things that I think are important enough to focus on. Okay, so let's get back to the root chakra. It is located at the base of your spine, your pelvic floor, at the first three vertebrae. So that whole area is considered your root chakra. It's comprised of everything that grounds you. Its purpose is for you to feel stable in life, for you to feel safe, for you to feel stay secure in your life. It's comprised of everything that gives you that sense. Your basic needs, for example, of food, water, shelter, clothing, your basic emotional needs, connection, let's see, fear and guilt, things like that can block it, which we'll get into that in a minute. I'm jumping ahead of myself. But everything that makes you feel safe and secure, and like I mentioned in the last video, even your finances. So if something should start to happen terribly within your career and you start to feel, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay my bills? That can affect your root chakra. Okay. Other things that can block the root chakra, majority of the times, or I'm going to say most of the time, it actually stems from your childhood. Traumas in your childhood that made you feel unsafe. If your needs were not met, if your parents or if your caregivers withheld your basic needs, that would definitely cause blockages in your chakra. Any sort of imbalance in your chakra area, what's going to happen? What are some of the things that it can cause? In the emotional, the emotional part of you, you could experience anxiety disorders. You could experience, and this would be both physical and emotional, could experience eating disorders. You could experience nightmares, fears, phobias, things like that. Physical issues can arise when your root chakra is unbalanced or blocked, and these things could include lower back, colon, bladder, legs, issues with your legs, issues with your feet. With men, it can be prostate issues. Yeah. Okay. Now, how do we balance? How do we unblock? How do we balance the root chakra? There are many things, many tools you can put in your toolkit, so to speak, that can help. One thing is meditation. Now, why meditation? What does meditation do? Meditation helps you to ground, especially if you do a grounding meditation. What is a grounding meditation? We'll hit that real quick. A grounding meditation is when you go within, you connect to your inner self, and you imagine, there's two different ways to do it. You imagine light coming from source, energy and life coming from source, from the crown of your head, going through your body, out your root chakra, and deep, and you imagine this, deep, deep, deep through the layers of dirt, clay, crust, rock. You go as far as you can go with your imagination into the core of the earth, and you imagine that that energy flowing through you is plugging in, wrapping around the core, whatever resonates with you the best, you want to connect. Then you want to imagine Earth's energy, which it does. Earth's energy going through that cord, going through that column of light, that cord of light, coming up through the earth, up through your root chakra, up through the rest of your chakras, up through your body and out. And then you can run that back and forth. You can actually bring that energy up, ground it to your heart, connect it to your heart. Okay, another thing to do is to imagine that you are standing on the earth, and if you're not outside, if you can't get outside, you want to imagine tree roots growing from your feet. They're coming from your feet, and they're going deep and spreading out, and they're going deep into the earth. Just go as deep as you can and feel that strength. Feel that like a tree. You can push on a tree, a nice big strong tree, and it's not going to move. So you picture yourself like that. And you also can imagine Earth's energy once again coming up through the tree roots of your body and up through. and run that energy. Okay, so that's one way to ground in meditation. Another way that meditation can help you unblock your root chakra is because in meditation you connect to the universal energy. You connect to God, source, creator, whatever term that you use, you're connecting to that. When you connect to source, you feel safe. You can, you know what I mean? You can get that sense of trusting everything is going to work out. Everything is going to be okay. And you sit and you meditate on that. And your meditation can take you to a higher spiritual plane, take you to higher states of consciousness, which all of these things are going to help you to be secure, feel secure, and to unblock your root chakra. What are some other things? Asanas, which yoga postures and poses. Now, I'm not into yoga. I wouldn't mind learning some poses, but right at this time, I just don't really have the time, or just haven't taken the time, to be honest. I guess because there's so many other things that I want to do and that I'm focused on. So I haven't really gotten into the yoga poses. So I don't know the names of them. I know there's a pose where a posture where your knees connect to your chest is supposed to be good for your crown chakra. Your head connects to your knees. A lotus flexion where you open up your hips, sitting cross-legged on the floor. And there are different poses, and you can go Google, YouTube, or wherever, and it's easy to find, to research these things if you're interested in getting a couple of yoga poses to do for your root chakra. Another thing is sounds, mantras. And the mantra for the root chakra is Lam. So it would be a low sound, and you would chant it, Lam, in meditation. You take a deep breath, Lam, and you hold that out as long as you can. Exhale, breathe, and you just do that several times for a few minutes, and that will help. Sound and music increases the vibrations in our body, and it definitely helps. Music is very healing, and chanting is healing. Mantras are healing. The hertz, if you were ever interested in getting singing bowls or tuning forks, 396 hertz is good for the root chakra. Okay? And it's just making those noises. You can go in meditation in a lying position, lying posture. You can hit a tuning fork and hold it to your root chakra. You can do that. You can chant these things. Yeah. Tones. The color is red. Like I said before, you can wear red colors. You can eat red foods, being aware and conscious of why you're doing it for your root chakra. You can use gemstones. You can carry them on your person. You can wear them as jewelry. You can put them on your body during meditation. And the gems for the root chakra are your reddish and your orange, and the ones that are for protection. So it would be the garnet, the red jasper, black tourmaline, bloodstone, things like that. And if you pick up a gemstone, a red gemstone, orange gemstone, orange is more so for the next chakras that we're going to talk about, but anything that you really feel resonates with you, use it. I'm trying to think of the name of one of the white stones that is very healing. Selenite. Actually, I have a piece. Let me reach for it. I have a little selenite tower. Selenite tower or a selenite wand can be used with any healing. Okay? And as you research these things, and you'd be surprised. These things carry energy. Our body is energy. Everything is energy. So one thing helps the other. Okay? Affirmations. Affirmations. Yes. When you're working on your chakras, there are certain affirmations, and you can come up with your own. Also, I'll give you a few for the root chakra that you can repeat. I am at home in my body. I am fearless. I am worthy of success. I am safe. I am safe and grounded. With every breath, I release anxiety. I am fearless. I release guilt. My emotions are balanced. My needs are met. So there you have it. Those are some really good affirmations and things to do, and think about red and do meditations. If you go on YouTube, it's replete with meditations that even include tones and sounds, mantras, and all that. Wonderful, wonderful. And you'll see a difference. You will see a difference as you start working on your chakras, all of your chakras, and they start to become aligned. You'll feel more happy. You'll feel lighter, especially when you get to the point where you can feel this energy release, the things that don't serve us. Okay? So I hope you got something from that, and I hope that you'll like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. It would be much appreciated. I love you all. I wish you all blessings, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.